Hey, what's up you guys? It's your girl Apollonia Cross, and today we're going to do a plan with me for the month of October. I'm actually really excited about this because I took a break, and I'll show you guys so that way for those of you guys who are getting new into decorative planning, or for those of you guys who are more of like you love to plan and decorate your planner, but you're kind of like in a funk and you haven't been planning. I wanted to show you what my planner has looked like for this year because it has been a year, let me tell you that. But to give you some encouragement, not to beat yourself up, and just to kind of pick up where you've left off and just get started back into the habit again. So if that is something that you're interested in, then stay tuned for sure. And again, my name is Apollonia Cross, and one of my favorite things to do is to find a way to put the fun back into functional planning, and that is through decorating my planner. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. And yeah, so let's get going. All right, you guys, so like I said, let me give you a flip through of my planner so far. So I have, these are some sticker books that I got from the Happy Planner, as you can tell. And because we are in the fall season, I like to decorate things per season. Not sometimes per holiday, but I really love the season because especially when you're very full schedule and you don't have a whole lot of time, I like to sometimes bulk decorate my planners. And so let me show you, these are going to be the sticker books I'm going to be using, but let me show you what my planner currently looks like. And I got some scissors here too. Well, this is my 2025 planner. As you can see, it's like pretty empty. Like I have some days where some weeks there's just writing, others there's nothing. And then I have some months where they're like completely decorated and looking super cute. Like here's a week that like is super cute and decorated. This one too. So just to give you some perspective, I love this one, makes me happy. But just to give you some perspective, not everybody always has the time to go ahead and decorate, or maybe life is just busy, or maybe you kind of fell out of having that creativity. Just know that that's completely okay. Just begin again. Stop beating yourself up, just begin again. So as you can see here, I set intentions for sure, and then life got busy. This was actually our birthday month, and so I did as much pre-decorating as I could. And I kind of used it because it was nice since I had already pre-decorated, which made me want to use my planner even more. But then as you can see, I kind of died out again. So, see, as you can see, like I died out, and it happens. Okay, so it happens sometimes, but let's go ahead and get into decorating for the month of October. Okay, and so yeah, and if you have these types of pages, for example, that are barely decorated on or barely written in, don't toss them. You can always repurpose it in another way by, like, you could cover up some of this page with a sticker, and then there's other stickers where they have the dates and stuff. You can cover these up, and there's just so many other different ways that you can repurpose unused pages. So don't beat yourself up, number one, and don't get rid of all of your planner pages. You can always repurpose for the upcoming year. But now that we are in Q4, the final quarter of the year, we've got October, November, and December to plan for, right? Some people like to do monthly planning, which is fine. Others quarterly, and depending on what you have going on, it's going to determine how you actually need to plan out. But one of the ways that I like to use my planner when it comes to the paper planner per se is I use my Google Calendar for long-term planning, and this I like to use more for my weekly planning and what I'm actually going to do for the day. So for example, and sometimes I'll back plan, but let me show you to this week, for example. So today is Friday. I did a little bit of decorating, just a little tad, just to kind of give me just a spark of creativity and energy. So I'd want to use my planner. And then I chose a focus day. So this is my Friday, this is the focus day, today is filming day, and these are the different videos that I wanted to film. See, this is how I like to use this particular planner. And then I've also put some events and things that we had completed already during the day. Because again, I use my Google Calendar for long-term planning. So sometimes life is just too busy and most of what I'm looking at is on my phone. But when I'm actually able to sit down at my desk, then I have a focus for the day. And then I write out those tasks that I want to complete in regards to that day. And then I can check that off. And then on this side, I have just like a running to-do list for the most part of things that need to get done, and I'll check those off. So that is how I am using this particular spread. And it's kind of a mix of business and personal, but one of the biggest things that I have learned out of my whole planning and how my brain works is, and also what I tell clients, you need to have a planner that tells you what the actual plan is supposed to be, and then you need to have a paper planner that allows you to track your progress. Because it's one thing to have a plan and it's another thing to execute the plan or to actually track how well you have done, because life gets busy, we forget things. So anyways, long story short, let's get into the fun part of planning. And what makes this even fun and that you want to do it is to decorate. So one of the first things how do I want to do this? Yeah, I normally like to do a whole situation, but to be honest, guys, I've been more in my functioning brain over my creative brain lately, and that's okay. That's just kind of where I'm at right now. But let's go ahead and do the monthly, right? So it's sticking with my plan here, right? Monthly plan with me. Sometimes, depending on how your brain works, you need to have just those most important things that you know that you need to execute and get done so you can stay focused. And so let's go in alignment and do the monthly plan with me right here. All right, so this is blank. Obviously, one of the first things that I like to do before I go ahead and decorate is take a look at my Google Calendar. Let me take a look and see what I have going on here. And then I will show you guys too, just so you can have like a glance. I believe I've done this before in another Plan With Me video. But this way I at least have some basic idea of what events are coming up that I might want to block out. And so if you would like for me to do a whole tutorial on how I actually set up our how I use my Google calendars and how I have them set up, for everything like home, family, bills, business, all of that type of stuff, let me know and I'll definitely do that type of a video for you guys too. But this is more just kind of general. And one thing I love about using a digital calendar and a Google Calendar is for the simple fact is, again, long term and you can adjust as needed in the moment. And whenever you're traveling and on the go, it's nice too. Because instead of me carrying my big planner with me in a purse and all of that type of stuff, I don't need it. I can just go straight digital. So I am curious though, because now that we are like, so many people I know that a lot of people have switched from the paper planners to digital planning. I am curious within the planner community how many people are hybrid like me, or are you just purely digital, or are you purely paper? Which one? Let me know in the comments. So a couple of things here from the month are pretty open, but I don't have a whole lot of things. All right, so this one is my home and family planner. And then I also have my business one when my computer wants to work, but either way. So one thing here, I can just grab another piece of paper or a notepad. Do I have a notepad? But what I typically like to do is just kind of brain dump what's going on. So we had our fall break from to 10, 12. And then I'll show you guys why this is important. Okay. Okay, so this is my month in a glance. This is home and family personal. And now when I switch over to business, I'll just mark any meetings or anything I may or may not have. My computer is glitching a little bit, so it's about that time for me to upgrade. But as you can see, like, I have a whole situation over here too. So, any meetings are not coming up. Alrighty, so I have a little brain dump here of just main events. So this way I know around what days to decorate or kind of highlight. So there we go. All right, now that we have this all set up, let's go ahead and get to decorating. In the month of October, I really don't like Halloween that much. I love the dressing up and the costumes, but as far as the actual Halloween theme and everything, and all the ghosts and goblins and all of that portion, it's not my forte. However, I do love the fall season. So I'm thinking, instead of be so concerned about trying to make it so Halloween-y, I think I really just want to maximize a lot of pumpkins. Yeah, I think I really just want to maximize a lot of pumpkins. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with these stickers, like the actual Halloween stickers. I might, if anything, I might do the Halloween spread, maybe, possibly. But let me know in the comments. I'd love to know how you guys are too. Like, if there's a particular like set of stickers or theme that you guys don't necessarily care for, what do you do with those stickers? Do you like rip them out? Do you give them to someone else? Do you give them to your kids? Like, let me know. I'd love to know what you guys do with yours, because I really don't want these. But I gotta figure out something to do with them. So, but I'm really feeling these stickers. So I think I'm gonna use that. And let me see with these ones. Oh yeah. These ones are also really nice because I'm loving this copper. Orange is my favorite color. So this copper orange tone is speaking everything to me right now. So all right, I'm thinking I'm gonna continue to go with these and also use a little bit more of these too. These ones are really cute. Folks. Yeah. All right, let's get to it. It's a little bit, that's gold. So these two different copper tones are, this one is a lot more orange and vibrant. This one is a little more, I'd say, coppery. So I don't think I'll be able to mix match those as much as I would like to. That's okay. So all right, and of course I also have these boxes, because boxes, you can't go wrong with boxes. They're just convenient and nice to have. So all right, that'll be if I need them. Okay, but let's go ahead and do this. And we also have a couple of holidays coming up this month that's on this planner. Is World Mental Health Day, Indigenous People Day, and Diwali. So, and that's one thing that I really love too, is being able to celebrate the holidays and events and things that you really like honor and that are part of you and that you're interested in. So let's go ahead, let's see how I can highlight these. All right, so let's go with this. Definitely want to use this one. A lot of these pumpkins. I kind of wish this wasn't on here. However, you know, you gotta make it do what it do. Work with what you got. It looks kind of cute. I can do. Cover all this up with my pumpkins, and we'll just see how this turns out. This is why you always want to have a pair of scissors, just so that way you can always multi-purpose your stickers, and this makes your stickers go a lot further too. see me move my pages like around a lot. Ooh, I'm already happy. see what boxes are available with these on here. These are the trickier stickers, like these gloss. Again, I don't want to necessarily harp on Halloween, but I mean, it is what it is. Let me see. One thing that does kind of suck when you have like a whole color tone theme and you're not finding exactly what it is that you need. Again, just to add slight decoration, because as I fill this out, that's one thing about the monthly layout. I don't like to overload it too much because it allows me some space to go ahead and fill some things in. And since this one, I don't necessarily have the boxes that match the color scheme, I do have some highlighters that would. So like this brown, I've already used here, as you can see, and it matches, it goes pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and use that and keep it simple. And so this way I can block some days out when I go to sit and plan. This casino card. It's so funny, like I went to the casino with my parents and I don't really gamble like that. It was more just something fun to do with them that they invited me to, and I was like, all right, let's go. And so they give you these little reward cards, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use it to help me make sure my line is perfect. Not perfect, but pretty at least. So this way I can go ahead and draw a line. Nope, I think I'll go ahead and do it this way. Darn it, nope, I'm gonna do it at the bottom. So this way I can just draw a line when my holiday or when the kids' fall break is gonna be. And this way it allows me to block that out and it matches with the theme. Yep, this makes me happy. This one too, and I'll put like a box sticker for that. But again, so a very cute and very simple functional way to make it pop top for fall break. So this way I have the fall break highlighted. Now, what are some other days that I needed to highlight on here? This is an event that we're gonna do. And I've already kind of blocked this out. But this way it's just a quick month at a glance. And for therapy day, shoot, this really sucks. Only because I don't have my boxes. Darn it. These are the things that are quite annoying, but it's okay. So this is when I go to other sticker books. And let me see if I have a sticker book that is color-wise. Oh, I can use these. See? Man, that's what I'm talking about right here. Again, just so I can put a little sticker. So this one is going to be for therapy. This one is also going to be on the 29th, and I believe we have counseling on another day. I'll have to ask my husband again what day, but I want to say Friday. I think it was going to be the 17th, so I'll make sure I block this out. And then I have another sticker here. Networking mixer is going to be on the 8th. Wish I had more of these. Oh, and this is going to be a Halloween party. But these are appointments. Okay, so mixer, podcast interview, month premiere, trick or treat, Halloween bash. All right, so these appointments I'm going to put in for sure. This way I don't forget these dates. And then I'll go ahead and fill these in real quick. And I don't want to put the time just in case I have to move the time and I have my digital for the exact times, but at least if I'm looking at my month at a glance very quickly, then I can just be like, okay, I have a podcast interview at that day, and then I have this day, blah, blah, blah. And so you might be thinking like, well, if you have a digital planner, what's the point? Again, if you have a very active mind, or say, you just want to be able to have something very simple and focused to where you can't change things around, that's the one reason I really love a paper planner, is because the fact is with digital, you can move things around, always adjust, and always change at the very last second, last minute, whereas paper planning, it is what it is on the paper, right? So I can move the sticker, but it doesn't change, especially for a month at a glance. Either way, it's a podcast interview on the 7th is what I know, so I have to make sure on that day is what I'm preparing for. The same thing with this one. This one I'm going to put on here. Marriage counseling. So this way I have that sticker, and like I said, if I need to move the sticker, I can always just peel the sticker off and I can move it to a different date. But the sticker and the event is still the same irregardless, so that's why for a month at a glance this way, I can already mentally and emotionally prepare for what I have on those days and plan my outfits and things accordingly. And this one is on the 28th. What is the 28th again? Was it the 28th? Let me check my digital calendar in case I missed it. Yeah, the 28th was wrong. 29th. See, just like that. I got the date wrong, but instead of me writing on here and being upset and having to use whiteout on all the things, move the sticker. So much better. It's a lot neater. So this one is therapy day. Boom. Yay. Super cute and still in theme. this obviously is not the same type of a thing, but it is totally the same color. I'm gonna put these grocery things here. I know I don't have to, but why not? It makes it cute. So this day I can make sure I get groceries. At least order groceries. Concerned about the trash because that's my kid's job, not mine. All right. Let me see. I think that is all that I want to use right now for the monthly page. But we have some events, like we have weekends are packed. Darn it, I don't want to use gold. Alright. So I think I will, wait a second. Let's go back to these and see what else I have in here that I might be able to use. So I think this is something small. Let me just, because I really don't want to. I wish I had more of these types of stickers. Let me see. Yeah, I really don't think I have any of those. My other sticker books, but I think this is all I got. And that's okay. That's completely okay. All of these stickers too, guys. It's not even funny. But all right, so yeah, I think this is all. I want to keep this portion pretty simple. I have some of my main dates already. This is where I actually really enjoy using highlighters because you don't need a lot. So there's that one. I need to actually get some more of these not midlife crisis, but these midlife liner highlighters. I really love the earth tone ones, and I used them so much last year that they literally died out. So I gotta get some more. Here's that one, and I think I'll use this red one. But okay, yeah, have to get some more of those. But those are my favorite. All right, so let's go ahead and also include some of these important dates with just using this, right? So, I have a minimum day coming up for the kids on the 22nd. So I'm gonna make sure I at least highlight that here. Do I wanna go dark? Let me see how dark this is gonna be first. I always like to do this too, just to see, oh, it's not gonna be that dark. So this way I see how it stands out. There we go, that's not bad. So there we go. That's on the 22nd. It's Halloween bash. Ooh. This is going to be at the school. And this one is going to be Academy of Arts. This one I'm actually really excited to check this out because my son is really interested in animation and all of those things, so being able to take him to go check out this school is going to be really fun and exciting. Open house, like with college season, having kids about to go to college, like it is kind of a trip because it's like all these open houses and financial aid, all of this stuff that we need to like start getting ourselves prepared for is kind of a trip. All right, and this one, I think I want to do this one in red just because this is like a whole family day. And just because I want to do it in red, why not? Let's see how it comes out and see how I like it. This one, we're gonna go to Apple Hill. And this one, this is I'll put family. And the same here for this one. This one we're going to go to the Filipino festival, which I'm happy that they're coming out with so many more like live events now that everybody is sick of being in their house and wanting to start living life again. I'm happy to see all of these festivals really coming back. And I haven't been to a Filipino festival in years, honestly, probably since I was a kid. We used to go all the time to the local one, so this will be one that is nice to check out with my kids because they don't know this side of our culture as much. Like, they know we're half Filipino and all of the things because obviously my mom is Filipino and we always talk about it and we've had food, but they don't know like the whole culture, whereas I've actually been to the Philippines and all of those things. So until I can take them to the Philippines, this will be a nice way to like really expose them to this portion of their culture, which will be cool. So Filipino festival. Okay. Festival at Alameda, Apple Hill Day, Family Day. mixer. Should have thought about that, and I'll put this in red though, right here. On the 8. This is all that I have so far, and I am going to put just when I had a chance to go ahead and fill that out, I can do that. All right, so really simple, nothing like too fabulous with this spread, but as you can see, still slightly cute and functional. And now I can go ahead, and this way too, it's something cute, but then I can always still have space to actually still write in my planner down the road. And that's the same exact thing like I did with this one. I can plan as I go. So let's go ahead and put this back in here. Okay, there we go. So I got my monthly set up, and I've also got this one set up. So super cute, just slight deco, and then more of being able to fill it with highlighter, and it adds to the whole color scheme and the fun of decorating. Okay, so all right, you guys, we have the first week of October as well as the monthly planned out. Thanks again for planning this with me. If this is something that you're interested in and you want to continue to follow me to see more Plan With Me videos, then be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Okay, bye. Alright, you guys, so I wanted to also do the monthly, like month at a glance too, and taking back a little bit of a concept from this spread that I did in July. The concept was having a theme focus for the month, break that down into the 3 most important action steps that I wanted to get done, and then write myself like a note at the beginning of the month. So didn't do that obviously, but I'm gonna take this same type of a mental and emotional concept and move that here. So let's go ahead and get this decorated too. Let's go. Now this can be completely different, but I think that's all Thanksgiving. Just to keep it really simple and to add some bit of deco on here. Let me see how I can can also use this page, Hope and Believe. This could be like a fall bucket list, but keep it really simple and subtle. Nothing too elaborate, to be honest. Just to add some bit of deco. So adding this. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Like so simple, but it's like so important. And like blank pages are so annoying and boring to me. So this is like, if I have to use it to plan, I will, but preferably, yay, this is like making me so happy. You don't even understand. It's like so small, but like so important. So amazing what some stickers will do to your whole mind and life and your joy. It's not even funny. Bambi here. So subtle, but so very important as well. And to be honest, I think I'm pretty satisfied with it being just like this. I will add my little bits of highlights though, just so, when I'm finished with it, because I like to check things off of my list. There we go. So now that it is prepared and there for me to sit and write down some things and reflect, it is so cute. I love it. And it goes with this, and then I can flip. I have my focus for the month, quick events, and then I can get down into the weekly things I need to get planned. So yay, so simple, so subtle, but now it actually makes me want to use my planner. All right, you guys, so again, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.